Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the new episode of Dr. Stone New World, or Season 3 of Dr. Stone, which is on episode 3. Anyways, this episode right here was actually slick, not too bad. Looks like to me, they might be able to find that maniac who caused all this. Now, if you guys been watching Dr. Stone from the beginning as an anime only, or become a read the manga from beginning to end, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Although it has not been revealed, it's only been shown in a disturbing horror image. But if anything else, let's go. Well, I don't think it's disturbing, but I'm just speaking certain stupidities, I guess. But let's go. We have to it that people are starting to learning how to what's the word? Use the photos and aerial scouting here and there and trying to find the oil field, and it's harvest season, so I guess it's fall. What's even kind of crazy more is that when doing wheat farming and all that, it's actually very difficult right now, especially Yo himself, the guy that's a policeman and does a lot of crazy stuff. He ends up having to strain or injure his back due to the fact agriculture farming is actually very tough. I mean, that's the very much truth, if you understand where I'm coming from here and there. But that aside, right now, since they got the wheat and the bread and the chef to make it, the next up is to open a restaurant, which will require some inspiration and to actually find some truffles, They're called truffles, which apparently is going to be difficult to find, because I don't know. It's shown in this episode where it's really dug deep into the forest and it's not that easy to find. But we also have Kohaku, but eventually, thanks to Suika, which is nice to see, ends up working with Francois in order to find some nice resources here and there, and they end up possibly try to capture a boar, but Kohaku makes easy work by capturing 2 big adult boars and 6 little piglets ends up following her, and etc. It's pretty cool. They are being well fed and being groomed up here and there, etc. and so forth. But we have to it that truffles. Gen says hey, I heard that they're very hard to find and they're very expensive. They're called black diamonds. But Francois says, well, that's not an issue because you can find truffles growing in any ordinary forest around here, such as this one, even in Japan. And Gen's like, oh, are you really serious about that? Etc. And we have to it that Kohaku, that crazy tough, strong girl whatsoever, she ends up having to tell everyone that she actually found something that might be very suspicious. It might lead them to their oil fields. And we have to it that this is where they make a big discovery, but however they try looking for it, and so far there are no freaking there's no luck, because they did take pictures here and there, but I'm afraid they didn't really thought through to maybe get down there. But I guess it's because it was just randomly taken, considering that it's not that simple to begin with, But that aside, not to mention, this is photos being melded into in the Stone Age. They only gotten black and white because that's the only thing they could work with. They haven't gotten to a point of doing color just yet, which will eventually show up later possibly. But that aside, we have to it, Francois and Suika decides to use boars, and the boars that they captured or something to find some truffles whatsoever. They really enjoy it, and because the boars have a big sense of smell here and there, they'll be able to find it. Sadly, however, they did find it only for the boar to eat it, and it was just freaking funny and hilarious. And we have to it that the first one they found was later on eaten. Even Sweet was like, oh my gosh. And Francois was like, yep, this is the reason why we don't use pigs and boars to go hunt for truffles anymore, because they eat them right away. But we end up finding more. We end up having Suika's pet or dog or partner, friend, what do you want to call it, to actually find the truffles eventually, and they end up actually having some some nice standby resources, or resources, sorry. That aside, so far Senku, Gen, and everyone else who's looking for the oil fields is really actually having a tough time. Even though they have the photos and all that, they're trying to look for that certain image that they've been trying to get to. There's no day, is absolute no luck to begin with, sadly, and etc. But Senku therefore remembers a part of history that the oil fields or for oil has been founded in Japan by using a pig who actually likes to bathe in it. They say, "What the heck is this?" Kind of thing. And in order to find out what's going on, they end up allowing the pig or the boar to go find the oil, see what's going on here and there, And eventually they end up having to find what they were looking for, but in the end, yeah. So pretty much the boar that they were going to cook up and eat, which is what Francois and Suika's going to do to that one. Sadly, it was pretty sad because I don't know if that boar came in useful or is the one that that helped out here and there. But one thing's for certain is that they stopped Francois from actually simmer or cutting him up, because this boar might lead us to our powerful resource, And we have to it eventually, Suika somehow managed to tame the boar and ask him to hey, can you lead us to the black jewel oil is, And we have to it, the pig therefore says, of course. And we have to it that they end up following the boar to the location eventually and so forth. And this boar is called Sagara, which I thought it was pretty cute here and there, etc. And eventually they end up finding the oil field thanks to Sagara, and and eventually, yeah, they got their oil really slick, not too bad, or pretty good here and there. But we have to it, Sagara is spared for now, etc. Is spared because the boar is bathed in oil here and there, saying we're not going to eat it because it smells of oil, it'll be unfit for consumption, the smell is already soaked in it, And of course, Suika finally has another friend or partner, or pet called Sagara, a dog and a boar. Well done, Suika. Super well done. And eventually they end up building the first motorboat here and there, and they're trying to do some scouting, And however, they both know that they're going to be in somewhat trouble for the time being because they might get lost. But Senku, on the other hand, says, how about we just make a GPS? And we have to, everyone's like, you know what you're trying to say. You know what you're saying, right? You're talking about GPS, graphical point security, I don't know. But, but eventually, they can't make the satellite, but they know how to use certain objects here and there. However, before that they could see a certain expansion of territory here and there, we had to it someone's actually interrupting the signal, and it says WHY in Morse code. Why, and this is where everyone who's with Senku, the guy with big hearing, Chrome, Rusei, etc. Again, they end up realizing that the guy says why, even Gen translated that way. Everyone was actually shocked about this, even even right now, they're how the heck is this even possible kind of thing, So pretty much Chrome Ukyo Gen is oh my gosh, are you serious? Rusei's actually excited about this, and Senku's like, hey, are you the guy who made the petrification many years ago? Nice to see you. It's been 3,700 years, but you know what? It got us to this point, so how about we talk, you and I, eh? Etc. And preview next episode, it is titled Eyes of Science, and the episode ends up there. This episode right here, really nice, really cool. I mean, nice to hunt for resources and harvesting, Really love that stuff here and there. People may like action here and there, but I also like this stuff too because it's very important. How do you think we have our food here and there? I mean, the farmers working their butt off, people finding resources in the forest, It's not that simple, and it requires a lot of hard work and patience and skill to do this, And this is really slick. Looking forward to next episode, Eyes of Science. They might be able to find the people or the person that made the petrification 3,700 years ago, since they somehow managed to lock on to to the signal that Senku made along with everyone else, you know? So, yeah, pretty cool stuff. Looking forward to the next episode. So, until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. So, I'm Fazero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, all right? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.